the principal, staff, and students of Atul Vidyalaya. First of all, let me thank you for the wonderful and really warm reception you've given me. I really enjoyed the montage you put up. And actually, I've seen a few people sort of pick up stuff and put it together. But there were a lot of pieces here that nobody else had picked up. So I started to become worried that something embarrassing might turn up. But it was very nice. And I think there's at least one photo from 1991 when the school was founded. And for me, that was a big year as well. I played my candidates match against Karpov, and it was a very big step for me. So in a way, it was a significant year for both of us. One of the things I try to do is to get chess into many schools because I believe it's a fun way of developing certain skills. What are these skills? Well, the first thing chess teaches you is decision making. You have to take a decision. You can't keep hesitating, but you have to take a decision and live with the consequences as well. So it teaches you to concentrate till you make that decision. It teaches you the responsibility of making a move. And many of these qualities sometimes turn out to be very useful in academic life as well. But I believe the life of a student should be as broad and all-round as possible. You have to be physically fit. You have to take part in lots and lots of different kinds of sports and activities. And I believe that all of this helps you grow as a person. In chess, I have found that it's almost never possible to say when something I learn will be useful. But I've also learned that almost everything I learn is useful. It's just impossible to predict when. So you can't say, well, I'm going to play a match in 10 days and I'll need all this stuff for that. Always chess turns out to be the sum of everything you learned in some order. And it's the same thing in school. I think it's very healthy to participate in the full range of activities that's possible. Extracurriculars, sports, culture, art. It's not even only trying it. The whole point is to be exposed to it, to be aware that something exists. I think if you grow up without being aware of certain subjects, it's much more difficult to relate to those subjects later in life. It's much healthier to get a head start. So it's wonderful to see the kind of activities that the school promotes. And I think the students have a lot of fun while learning. And as someone who has taken part in march pasts and so on in my school, I think it's very impressive the way the performances and the coordination, believe me. So it's nice to be exposed to this kind of music and dance, culture and so on. And I think that's part of growing up. Again, it comes back to what I said earlier. You never know when something is going to be useful. Now, sometimes I'm asked, well, you've played many, many years. You can count it from, let's say, 1987 when I won the World Junior, or maybe 91 when I broke into the candidates. But essentially, I've been at the top for many, many years. And how do you keep up? I find the most important thing is this feeling of if you have done something, it's very difficult to maintain the same excitement every single time. If you do something once, it's an unbelievable thrill. But how do you develop consistency? How do you do it over and over again? It's very important to find new things to learn, new angles, even in familiar subjects, some new aspect that you think, well, it would be a challenge to do this. And then the brain responds. It responds by, our brain likes challenges. And that's why you must always find some new angle, some new way of seeing a problem to motivate yourself. I think Mr. Sunil Lalbhai also mentioned the word renewal. And I think this is a very important principle. The other thing I found about the brain is that it responds to fun. You'll remember a lesson from a teacher many, many years, if it's explained with a joke or a funny anecdote, whereas the lessons which don't have this aspect of fun, sometimes you forget immediately. So I think it's important to have this all-round school education where learning is an enjoyable and fun experience. And I hope I've been able to convey a little bit of how I try to make chess fun for myself. I've been given a fairly detailed tour of the school, and I think it's an incredibly impressive school. So let me congratulate everyone at the Lalbhai family, the staff. Many of the staff, I'm told, have been here right from the inception or from even before. And so let me congratulate all of you on a wonderful 20 years. And wish you many more years of creating beautiful minds. Thank you.